Hey guys, gardening part 2. So last week I shared with you some gardening tips, all the scoop that I've learned as a newbie gardener. I'm not claiming to be an expert, definitely not an expert. However, during quarantine, we have gone to town making our gardens. And so I'll give you a little tour. So let me show you around. All right guys, garden tour time. So during quarantine, this is the first one we set up. So we did bricks to set the barrier, which you need something to set the barrier for your garden. I've done raised gardens before, but we had these bricks already, so that's why we use them. And then my husband cleared out the grass first, or else you're gonna have grass growing in there like crazy. I've heard other people putting down tarps and things like that. That hasn't worked for me. Unfortunately, you got to do the hard thing and clear it out. So I had him do it. So what we did is we started here and then it expanded. So I'll show you the garden really quick. We have 3 tomato plants. 2 are the cherry tomatoes, and then that one obviously is going to be a bigger one. And then we've planted marigolds throughout. My mom said that, giving credit to mom, if you plant marigolds, it'll keep the bugs out. So we have 4 pepper plants here, different kinds: orange snacking, red bell, and then Cubanelle sweet peppers, which I just picked a couple from. We have this is basil, purple basil, thyme, oregano, spearmint, chives, and I think that's it in this garden. So that's garden number 1. And then we've planted some things by seed. So lavender just is not working. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've planted lavender. Nothing's coming. Carrots. This is pineapple sage, an herb, and this is lemon balm, and I wish you could smell it. It's amazing, and it is so good in my water. All right, over here we put the watermelon. We actually moved it. We bought this from a starter plant at Lowe's, and it started taking over the whole garden. So we put it here. We have 4 bushes here, and we're just gonna let it go do its thing. And it's gonna take a while, but that's the watermelon. And then let me show you the tour. So we have pumpkin here, which is gonna run this way. These are all tomatoes planted by seed, and I have 12 of them. I didn't think they'd all take off, and they have. So one thing that I have been doing is sprinkling in some flowers here and there. So when I go to the store and something speaks to me, I've been planting it. So we have Calla Lilies. That was our flower in our wedding. This is a balloon flower. That is salvia, hydrangeas. Some pretty pink flower, a hydrangea by seed, rosemary's here. This is really pretty. It's called dahlia, but it's needing some love. Geraniums. Then these are marigolds. This is called the golf ball. It's kind of fun. These are all broccoli that I've started by seed and then transplanted over here. So it's kind of an experiment. I've never done broccoli. We'll see how it goes. I also did banana pepper by seed. So we'll see how this goes. I planted them here now and we'll just see. We have beans. No signs of beans yet, but they're climbing up the trellis. We have marigolds, and then we have an orange bell pepper and yellow. So those are planted here. And then this is all by seed here too. We've got kale and arugula. So lots of lettuce type things. And then the bugs have kind of gone to town. So I'm thinking maybe I need to cut off those leaves that are gross. I don't know yet, but I've gotten some good advice that the leaves that are good, I should start trimming and cutting because they will grow back. So we'll have lettuce for the summer. I have a cucumber plant growing up this trellis. No signs of cucumber on it yet. You'll probably learn in a little bit. We really like tomatoes, so we have another tomato plant here. 2 different pepper plants here, and they've got some peppers growing on them, so I'll show you. There's a pepper right there. So, and that one has a small one there. I don't know if you can see it. But we've got some chocolate mint growing in this pot, and then we have some bok choy growing here. And then we have 2 more pepper plants here growing. So I love the peppers. We can use it for salsa. We use it for eggs and taco night. Marigolds. And then these are chili peppers, hot chili peppers we've done by seed. Another tomato plant, a massive one. This is a cucumber plant, and this is zucchini. Now the zucchini I don't think is really supposed to climb the trellis, but it was kind of taking over. So I don't know if maybe next year when I do this, I'll just make sure I clear space for it, because when you buy plants that are starter plants from Lowe's, they all come about the size. And then when you plant them, they take off and it's crazy. So we have marigolds here, 3 strawberry plants here. And whenever you see a flower, that'll be a strawberry, hopefully. Let's see if we see any strawberries today. I picked one yesterday, but I don't see any today. These are going to be peas, another tomato plant, and then we have lettuce, carrots, lettuce. These are all carrots by seed. Again, experiment. I've never done them, so I'm not quite sure when to pull them, but we'll see. Another flower plant. This is Dianthus, and I just thought it was beautiful. So I'm kind of putting flowers in whenever there's like a hole. This is mint in a pot. And then this is my best cucumber plant. This is probably my favorite plant in the whole bunch. It is producing like crazy. I always see the bees there, which means it's pollinating it for me. It's what you want. Do you see the cucumber? I'm picking cucumbers like every other day, so we have lots of cucumbers. We have a candy cane pepper plant that I picked out from Lowe's, and the candy canes end up having stripes on them. It's kind of fun. So we have 2 more pepper plants, and then this is a jalapeno plant, which is my son's. Another tomato plant. This is called a lemon cucumber plant. The cucumbers are supposed to look like the shape of a lemon. I have yet to see fruit on it though, and I planted this the same time as this, and I have gotten 12 or 13 cucumbers on this so far. So we shall see. This is going to be a plum tomato plant. This one is heirloom tomato. So again, I'm experimenting, trying to see how we can grow these, because these are going to be huge if they make it. We had a caterpillar infestation I had to deal with. So if you want to learn how we got rid of that, you'll have to watch the tip video from last week. Over here we have some more tomatoes, parsley, dill. This is called a pineapple ground cherry, and it's also known as a gooseberry in the UK, and I had to research it, but what you do is you lift its skirt, and if you see any that have fallen on the ground there, see those? That's how you harvest them. And then they last a week or 2 on your counter. I've been putting them in the fridge, and I'm hoping I can get enough to make a pie. It's from the tomatillo family, so you can make salsa too. This is our crooked neck squash plant, butternut squash, and cantaloupe, and I shared in my tips video that I made a big boo-boo by planting all these vine plants together because the bees are going to pollinate and we may end up with frankenfruit, but I'm going to learn from that from next year. Over here we have a blueberry plant, another one, and another one. 3 blueberries. So hopefully over the years we'll have 3 blueberry bushes. And I have a lime tree and a lemon tree, which we haven't planted in the ground, but they're in pots, and we had to put them over here so they could get some full sun to just really take off. All right, last but not least is this windowsill. And I have kept this windowsill full for the whole season of quarantine. That's how we're listing our seasons now. But what I've been doing is these little pots that I've been buying all of our different plants in, is I've been repurposing them by putting soil in them, the good soil, right? And then planting seeds and watering them once a day and just making sure that the soil is moist. So I can tell these don't need to be watered right now. I'll wait until tonight. But then I've labeled them with popsicle sticks. And these are going to be carrot plants, cilantro, and asparagus. So I've been doing this with a ton. You saw the pepper plants and the chili plants and more carrots and lettuce. I started everything by seed in this windowsill because it doesn't have too much sun, but it will get sun. So you just got to baby the seedlings before you put them out in the garden. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to see more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.